Welcome back, everybody. This is me, your host, Wade, of The Dragon's Lyre. So, today I actually want to make a video talking about my favorite YouTube channels. YouTube is something that I spend a lot of time watching on my free time. I think it's a great resource. I think it's a great place to share things, come together over, and share things that you really care about with other people efficiently. I feel like it's got a great user interface. So I'm going to share with you some of my favorite YouTube channels, what I subscribe to, what I really enjoy. There's a little bit of a cross-section of my different hobbies here, so if you're just here for one of those cross-sections, I'm going to get to a couple different things. First off, I'm going to start from my love of unusual and strange things. I am very interested in things that are supernatural or things that are just different or unusual. I'm interested. I have a very guarded mind and heart about what I believe, but I also have an open enough mind to understand that I'm not always right and I am correctable. I can learn. I'm very careful about what I allow in, but I got an open mind. So let's show you some of the YouTubers that I follow that I really enjoy. This first one is called Slapped Ham. I am going to have links to all of these channels. The primary content uploader is a person named Callum. I just think he's a great presenter. He has a great presence. He's very professional. He's fun. He does the audio voiceover. And there is just a wealth of videos. I mean, videos, going back years. And I don't know all the ins and outs of the different presenters because there's been a couple different people over some time. But I've pretty much watched all of Slapped Ham's content for the last 3 years. I've pretty much seen it all. And I really enjoy it. Like I said, it's professional. It's well presented. So this is kind of the genre where he collects these videos or people send him videos. Some of the stuff comes from Reddit. He's got a big enough following now where some of the stuff, people send him directly. It's not all ghosts. It's not all aliens. It's not all cryptids. It's really a mix of things. But strange and unusual, which is exactly the kind of stuff that I'm into. It piques my curiosity. And for me, some of this stuff is obviously explainable. For me, some of it's misconception or misunderstanding. For me, some of it's hoaxable. But he's not here to tell you what's real and what's not. He's here to collect these things, put them into a video, and to just show you and let you decide. And I like that. I appreciate that. It's also a way of finding other people who share things, because I think there are some people here that he has featured several times that are really good content creators, and I have been exposed to them from him, and I have enjoyed their content. So yeah, Slapped Ham is great. He's also, Callum, if you're listening, man, I appreciate the pace at which you put content out. Man, I appreciate that. Because I watch your stuff all the time. So thank you. The next one is, oops, I already have him queued up here, sorry. The next one is Chills. Very similar in the content that Chills creates. He also has a top 15, which I believe that he's in charge of. I just don't think it's put any content out recently. But once again, it's unexplained, often scary. I think he often focuses on the scary too. So the scary can just be normal people doing scary things. But he's just got so much content. And once again, there's a Reddit with subreddits and stuff like that. I don't understand exactly everything about how Reddit works, but he finds some of the information people send to him, but he puts these collections together and shows you stuff. He's not telling you what's real and what's not real. One thing that Chills has done, I believe his name is Dylan. But anyways, one thing that he's done is he's also started to make his own music. And you can see it's been a little bit of time. But I think that's cool. He's worked with other people to make music, and it's his thing. It's a passion of his. He's started to do it. He's obviously doing it. I like it. It's a passion. So, I really commend you, Chills. If you're watching, man, I hope you're watching. It'd be so cool for Callan from Slapped Ham or, Dylan from Chills to see my stuff, because you guys are part of the reason why I got into being a YouTuber. So, Chills, I like what you do, man. Never stop. Moving on to Nuke. His channel is once again similar to the other two channels in the sense that he collects strange and unusual things and then shows you. Sometimes, one of the things that he kind of does is sometimes his content is about mysteries. People who mysteriously disappeared, the last time they were seen. But once again, strange, unusual. There's ghosts and aliens and cryptids, which are all stuff that I'm into. So kind of my YouTube journey, I found Chills first, which led me to Nuke, which led me to Callan at Slapped Ham. And I love Nuke's top 5. Chills and Nuke, ever since 2022, the content's been coming a little slower than what I would like. I'm not criticizing you guys. I love you. I'm just saying I love your stuff. And I watch your stuff. As soon as you put stuff out, I watch it. And with the same thing with Slapped Ham, Chills, and Nuke's top 5, I've seen all of your guys' stuff for years. I mean, like, I've gone back 3 years, I've gone back 4 years, and just watched. I really appreciate what you guys do. And Nuke, man, if you're listening, thank you so much. I appreciate your work. So that's going to wrap up kind of the strange and unusual stuff that I like to watch. We'll close those out. Here's a palate cleanser for you. Smosh is a comedy YouTube. They produce all kinds of content, and to be honest with you, I don't know all of the content that they make, but I love these people. I love these people. I think they're very funny. Here's a lineup right here of the people that they have, and each one of these people is just funny in their own way, does their own thing, and I love what they do. I gotta say, if any of the Smosh people are watching, thank you so much, guys, for what you do. I really appreciate it. My favorite is Try Not to Laugh. I like Try Not to Laugh and Eat It or Yeet It. Those are the two shows that I watch the most. They used to have a courtroom show that I just thought was ridiculously funny, and I was all about that. But I really appreciate you guys. I think you're so funny. And Courtney frickin' Miller is amazing. That's all I have to say about that. That's my palate cleanser. To move on to next, Warhammer 40K. Warhammer 40K. So the first 3 I'm going to show you, they put out a lot of battle reports. And these are the 3 that I watch for battle reports, primarily for battle reports, is Play on Tabletop. I love Play on Tabletop. The people that are on the show, I love the content. So Play on Tabletop, Mini Wargame Studios, and Tabletop Tactics. They're all pretty similar in my opinion because of this. Here's the reason why. The games are great. The people that they bring on to play the games are fun to watch. And the production quality is pretty good. These 3, they have sound effects, they have visuals, their production quality is very good. So in that respect, I compare the 3 of them to each other, just because I think it's really high quality content. I don't know any of these guys' names by heart. I do apologize for that, guys. But Play on Tabletop, Mini Wargaming Studios, and Tabletop Tactics, I appreciate all of your guys' content. I do pick and choose your battle reports a little bit because as a 40K player, I want to be able to understand what I'm watching. And so because of that, I watch the Tyranid videos and the Necron videos because those are the armies that I play and have a passion for. And I love to see what you guys do, how you do it differently. You've taught me a lot about what I should be doing and what I need to be doing. And just so that everybody is clear, I'm not a competitive player. It would be cool to go to a tournament someday and to do well and to win. That would be cool. But I would rather play and have fun. That's why I play Warhammer. I would rather play and have fun. Winning is always nice. It's nice to win. I think I pretty consistently lost for about a decade to my friends Colin and Justin. Colin and Justin, if you're watching this, I've definitely earned my stripes and taken my licks. But you've also, so with Colin and Justin and Charlie, we've played a crusade for about 2 years now, I think. And I've done really well in the crusade with both of my Tyranids and my Necrons. So I've evidently learned something. I've learned a lot from Colin and Justin, how to move around the table, how to use terrain, what's good, what's not. They taught me a lot, and they're really good friends. So I really sing the praises of Play on Tabletop. Love your content. Mini Wargaming Studios, also great content, great tables, great terrain, great painted miniatures. Just great discussion. Tabletop Tactics, same way. I love you guys. Just high production value, which is why they're fun to watch. Which is why I'm going to end with Tactical Tortoise. Now, Tactical Tortoise does do battle reports, and I appreciate your battle reports. The thing that I'm going to mention that really sets Tactical Tortoise aside is Tactical Tortoise puts out a lot of content analyzing things and talking about things. And that's what I really think sets Tactical Tortoise aside. Go through the videos, take a look for yourself. There's just so much. Take a look right here. Best top 5 Tyranid units. He plays NIDs. We're all NID players right now are super excited about, new codex. I can't wait. I mean, I've been reading the leaked codex every day. Hope it's real because it looks great. But, most underrated Tyranid units. Why Custodes are winning everything. And there's talk about the meta. There's just a lot of analytics here, and he knows the math. He knows the math pretty well. And although sometimes I disagree with his math, I think he's right about most stuff. So I appreciate what he does. He does talk a lot about tournament play. He does talk a lot about competitive play. But listening to what he talks about, what is good, I then go and look it up. I then, do the math for myself. And, I learned. And so he's been a part of my journey, helping me become a better player. Squats. I can't wait. And lastly, I've just got my channel on here, not because it's my favorite channel, but just because, I am sharing my channel with you guys. And I've hoped you've enjoyed what you've heard. Maybe I've, given you a little bit of interest in spooky or scary stuff. Maybe I've shown you some great places to watch some great battle reports. I'll be watching some battle reports this week because those 3 channels that I like are putting out battle reports made with the new Tyranid Codex. So I'm watching people use the new Tyranid Codex. I've caught maybe 1 or 2 things that they've said that, cross-reference each other. So I've been able to put together my own news strategies because I learned a little bit here, I learned a little bit there. But these are the people that I watch. And as a YouTuber, these are the people that have been my inspirations. I want to put out battle reports. I don't have anywhere near the production value of these wonderful channels. But maybe someday I'll have something decent enough to show you. And that's the goal, is that I'll have something nice enough to show you. So if you've liked what you've heard, if I've given you something that's piqued your interest, leave me a comment, say, hey, thanks. Maybe you know of a channel that's really cool, where they put out great battle reports, or, where they do other wonderful, cool D&D things, or maybe you know a channel with something spooky and scary, go ahead, leave it in the comments. Please, if you've enjoyed our content, like us, subscribe us, hit the bell, tell your mom, your brother, your grandma, your neighbor, your sister, tell everybody, anybody, because the Dragon's Lair is all about sharing things that we love and coming together over those things that we love. Thank you so much for spending time with us today at the Dragon's Lair.